Hi there guys, and welcome back to a brand new match review here on the channel. My name is James, and today we're going to go ahead and sit down and talk to you guys about Reading's 2-1 away defeat against Rotherham United. That's right, the Royals were back on their travels and found themselves travelling to the New York City Stadium looking for a victory. But unfortunately for us Reading fans, the away day hoodoo has continued and Reading still find themselves winless away from home to start this campaign. It was something that was a bit of a poor thing for Reading last season, and it looks like that trend is continuing under Ruben Selles. I'm not going to sit here and tactically or just sit here and degrade Ruben Selles, but the away form under him to start off his tenure as Reading manager the first year and a half has been appalling. Now Reading find themselves once again winless away from home in the league. They started off with a draw against Birmingham City before losses against Wrexham, Bolton, and now today against Rotherham United. Now for Reading, it didn't look like it was all going to be paused. Reading found themselves 1-0 up at half-time, but a second-half rejuvenated Rotherham side saw them score 2 goals, and it must have been a fantastic, charismatic team talk from Steve Evans that pumped the energy through the Rotherham players. Now, in terms of a starting 11 for Reading in this fixture, David Button continued to start off in goal. There was just one change, and it came in the back four. Amadou Mbenge and Tyler Bindon were the 2 centre-backs, while we saw Michael Craig at right-back and the returning Kelvin Abrafa at left-back. The midfield was Lewis Wing, saw Ben Elliott and Harvey Nibbs all once again. Out wide, Chem Campbell and Kelvin Ehibachiman were the 2 men on the wings, while finally Sam Smith was the sole striker. Now, in terms of the first half, I thought Reading actually got underway and got off to a decent start in the first half. You could see really with the attacking flow with Reading, they were going to be playing across the floor, while Rotherham were obviously going to be pumping balls into the box. And that was the 2 clash of styles that we saw in that first half, and I thought it worked out a little bit in Reading's favour. Now, Rotherham did have a lot of the ball, and Rotherham did have a lot of the attack in play, shall we say. Lots of crosses were going into the box, and the majority of the time they were either missing the men completely, they were finding the first man, or Reading were getting their head to it. And I thought Reading were defending quite comfortably in that first half against this Rotherham side. David Button was called into question a couple of times. Rotherham actually had quite a few shots on Reading's goals, 17 to be precise, and Reading had 10 themselves. 2 big chances for Rotherham, and unfortunately for us, they scored both of them. But Reading actually took the lead in the first half. It was Lewis Wing that was able to score his first goal of the season. It was a good free kick from Wing, who saw the ball rifle into the top right-hand corner, and he wheeled away with his first league goal of the season. Reading then continued in the first half to look decent. Listen, I thought Reading would look dangerous on the counter-attack with the pace and speed that they got, but there wasn't too many massive opportunities if we're being completely honest. Now, the second half, like we said, saw a rejuvenated Rotherham, and within 10 minutes of the second half, the scoreline was 2-1 to the Millers. Now, in the first goal, shall we say, of Rotherham's double came from Sam Nom. It was some good play down the left-hand side, and a cross came in, and Sam Nom was at the front post and was able to score. He managed to flick it in. I don't know if it was him that flicked it or if it was Mbenge it came off, but look, either way, Sam Nom scored and was able to score his second goal of this campaign. They then made it 2-1 just a couple of minutes later, and 10 minutes after the restart. It was Odofin who managed to get the final touch on it. He scored a header once again, a ball coming in this time from the right hand side. It was a cross once again. Reading failed to clear the danger. David Button trapped in his 6-yard box, which, listen, for a goalkeeper, for me, he's got to be a lot stronger than that. A lot of people were arguing there was a foul on David Button as well. For me, I personally thought that David Button was a little bit weak in goal. If Joel Pereira was there, for me, he's coming out, he's jumping no matter what, and he's getting to that ball. Some people were accusing there maybe with a slip of a shoulder in there by a Rotherham player, but personally, I didn't see it. I thought that it was just poor goalkeeping on David Button's part, but either way, it was a goal from Odofin. He headed in and made it 2-1 to Rotherham. Second half saw Rotherham continue and could have had a couple more chances, a couple more goals, as they had a few more chances, but David Button was called into action a few times. There was one where Jordan Hugel was called to have been offside, but David Button made a smart stop, and another one as well from, I think it was Sam Nom once again, with a curling effort, which saw David Button make a really good save. But another talking point in the second half was a red card for the Royals. Kelvin Ehibachiman was the man that managed to pick up the red. It was his second yellow card of the game. There was a little bit of a hefty challenge that went on left back Andre Garcia down the left hand side. It was a clean tackle, but it was a very strong challenge. As the 2 players have gone to get up, the Rotherham players obviously used Andre Garcia to get up. Garcia's not reacted to that very well and has pushed the Rotherham player in retaliation, Ehe Batcherman's come sprinting over and also pushed the Rotherham man. And yeah, unfortunately for him, he was the man that picked up the second yellow card. I thought it was going to be Andre Garcia that was going to be in a little bit of trouble, but it was Ehe Batcherman that was, and he saw a second yellow and a red card, which will see him miss the Crawley game in a couple of weeks when Reading are back in action. So unfortunately for us, after that, it stayed 2-1 to Rotherham. Reading did have a couple of chances though. Jaden Wareham did go close, but his effort went wide. And then as well, there was a massive scramble in the box right at the end in the 95th, 96th minute. Sam Smith played a really hard low cross into the box. It deflected off a Rotherham player. It bounced off the goalkeeper. Harley Dean nearly got a touch to it. But unfortunately for us, it didn't find the back of the net. Now, in terms of the league table, how are we looking now? Reading are currently sat in 16th position, with Rotherham now in 17th. They've played one more game than Reading and both sit on 13 points. Reading above them based off the -1 goal difference. And that's going to be it for this one today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. My name's been James, and we'll see you all again very soon. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.